No doubt, Israel, no doubt. Next month, uh, April, is supposedly the month of the Passover, the Lord's Passover, the Most High's Passover. So I wanted to go over there with you all and highlight why these niggas don't keep the Passover. I don't know why in the fuck all of these niggas is claiming that they keep the Passover when you didn't do what it said. Now, I've told you all before that in the first year following, or the months following when I came into the truth, which was August of 2016, so 2017 in April became my first opportunity to supposedly keep the Passover. And I did. Until I realized, wait a minute, I didn't do what it said do. How the fuck am I sitting up here saying I'm keeping the Passover and I didn't do what the scripture said do? So I'm here to present the facts of this matter to Israel today, show all of us what the scriptures said, and then we'll levy that against what these niggas say out of their mouth. Because you know all these niggas swear they keeping the Passover. Of course, they swear they keeping the goddamn law as well, which we all have gone over extensively to show and prove that's not the case. Now with the Passover, let's read it. Exodus in the 12th chapter. It said, um, let's go and read, and we're gonna pick up from in the name of Jews. Okay, the Lord gave people favor in the sight of Egyptians. Moreover, the man Moses was very great in the land of Egypt, and in the sight of Pharaoh's servants, and in the sight of the people. Um, all the firstborn. Okay, we're gonna pick up in Exodus 12th chapter. I was reading in 11. I'm sorry. We're gonna pick up in Exodus 12, and we're gonna begin at the third verse. It says, "Speak ye unto all the congregation of Israel, saying, in the 10th day of this month." What month is this month? Huh? What month is the Abib? What month is the Abib? Because you can't be keeping Passover if you don't know what the month of Abib is. It said again, it said, in the 10th day of this month, they shall take to them every man a lamb according to the house of their fathers, a lamb for an house. And if the house be too little for the lamb, let him and his neighbor next unto his house take it according to the number of the souls, every man according to his eating shall make your count for the lamb. The lamb shall be without blemish, a male of the first year. Ye shall take it out from the sheep or from the goats. So now the question immediately becomes, this lamb that we're supposed to take, it said it got to be without blemish. How in the hell would you niggas get a lamb without blemish? Mind you, Moses is a Levite. Mind you, the sons of Aaron are the only ones that could perform the service. So how is this lamb that you can't get? You don't know no goddamn lamb is without blemish. How would you know? Let's say you could get it. The lamb is to be sacrificed. That has to be done by the sons of Aaron. We've been over this. All right? Now it says, and ye shall keep it until the 14th day of the same month. What month is that? Abib. What month is that in this 12-month calendar? Who knows? Share it with me. All right? And it says, shall keep it unto the 14th day of the month, and the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel shall kill it in the evening. Now, when has the whole congregation of the assembly of Israel been together? See, these niggas sit up in here and claim they keeping the Passover and want to rain down threatenings against me and promise how the Most High ain't going to accept me and other brothers and sisters like me if we don't keep the Passover according to the day that they say. Well, according to the scripture we just read, it said the 10th day of the month, of this month, and then it says the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel shall kill the lamb without blemish, of course, in the evening. And they shall take of the blood and strike it on the two side posts and on the upper door post of the houses, wherein they shall eat it. Okay, now a lot of you niggas try to be slick by saying that you are a follower of Hamashiach or Christ. And that's impossible, because if you were, you would be doing what the fuck Moses told you. Moses told us how to do it. So if you don't do it, Hamashiach, he's the word, isn't he? Okay, so he gave this word to Moses. We're going to do a lesson on that as well. Who gave Moses the law? We're going to get into that. It says, and they shall take of the blood and strike it on the two side posts and on the upper door posts of the houses, wherein they shall eat it. I guess you niggas say you don't have to deal with the blood now because Hamashiach. Well, okay, we'll say, okay, no problem. But you can go against the scriptures, but you still rolling with Hamashiach. Now he said, not a jot or a tittle shall in no wise pass from the law until all be fulfilled. So this is not going to pass from the law until all be fulfilled, unless you're saying the law is fulfilled or all has been fulfilled when he gave up his life on the stick. All right, now it says, and they shall eat the flesh in that night. In that night, eat the flesh. But roast it, it says, roast with fire and unleavened bread, and with bitter herbs they shall eat it. Eat not of it raw, or nor sodden at all with water, but roast with fire his head and his legs, and with the puritance thereof. So it got to have all the insides in it. So show me where you niggas done got this lamb without blemish and it has all of the insides in it. If you don't do it as the words say, you're not keeping the Passover. So we have that you don't know what the month of Abib is, because the scripture don't tell us. So I want to know, how the fuck do you know? You niggas are going by what the white man says Passover is, because the scripture doesn't tell us. The month of Abib is what month? If you don't know that, then you can't be keeping the Passover. Very slim chance. All right, now it says, and ye shall let nothing of it remain until the morning. And that which remaineth of it until the morning ye shall burn with fire. And thus shall ye eat it, with your loins girded. With your loins girded. Do you know how to do this? Because these are the specified garment instructions. It said, and thus ye shall eat it with your loins girded, your shoes on your feet, and your staff in your hand. Do you niggas have that happening? Shoes on your feet and staff in your hand. If you don't, you're not keeping it the way that it's written. Then it says, and a haste in the Lord's Passover. Okay. So, I don't understand how you niggas are saying that you keep the Passover when you're not doing as it said. Now it said, Lord said unto Moses and Aaron, This is the ordinance of the Passover. There shall no stranger eat thereof. Now, we know we got niggas up here in Missouri, Hebrew one. I done been on these niggas before about a year or two ago. These niggas got white bitches in the congregation. And the scripture just said, there shall no stranger eat thereof. But they got this white bitch in the congregation eating thereof. Come on now, you niggas tell me. 313-588-1423. Hit me and explain it to me, nigga. Explain it. This is crazy because we've just gone over a little bit in the 12th chapter of Exodus, and we can note that niggas are not keeping it as the scripture said. A foreigner and an hired servant shall not eat thereof. A foreigner, a white bitch is a foreigner, ain't it? That's a stranger. That type of stranger, not the Israel stranger, like Ruth. So I want to know how you niggas is keeping this Passover and you're not doing it as the scripture said. I don't understand. All the congregation of Israel shall keep it. And when the stranger shall sojourn with thee, and will keep the Passover to the Lord, let all his males be circumcised. Okay, wonder what kind of stranger this is talking about. Is this talking about a stranger of Israel, or is this talking about a stranger not of Israel, like the white bitches they have in their congregation, keeping the Passover with them? The foolishness got to stop. All of you tender Hebrews, not very well versed in the scriptures, maybe new to the faith, don't have quite a handle yet. I know that they're beating you down with how you got to keep the Passover. Okay, no doubt. What the fuck are these niggas talking about? They're not keeping it according to what it says. But they claim to be Torah niggas. Like I say, you also need a son of Aaron if you're going to keep the Passover. If you're going to talk about making a sacrifice, you got to have a son of Aaron. Where are you going to get that? How are you going to know who's the son of Aaron? This has been thousands of years. I'm not understanding see, this stranger, I guess it is talking about stranger of Israel, because in the 49th verse it says, one law shall be to him that is homeborn, and unto the stranger that sojourneth among you. So, like I said, I've shown you whether this stranger is of Israel, like that would suggest, or a stranger as in another nation. And I have no idea how they would have been with us. Like you niggas be talking that shit about strangers came out of Egypt with us. No, the hell they didn't. Nehemiah in the 3rd chapter told us that. We've done that as well. So stop all the bullshit. This video is to all the tender Hebrews who don't quite understand the scriptures or know the scriptures yet, so they can be comforted by the scriptures and not have to think that they have to attend to anything some dumbass nigga says. All right? So no doubt, Shalom Israel.